Hi everybody, it's Patti, Rockstar Mom. Welcome to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to do eyes today. We're going to do a very simple eyeshadow look, something that I wear almost every single day. And in reality, I've used this same look for many years, just because it's so easy, so quick to get out the door. You can make it as dramatic as you like, or you can make it as soft as you like, using 2 shades of eyeshadow, 1 brush, and some type of little color swipe that you can clean your brush with. So this is pretty much an everyday look for me. Normally I don't wear the eyelashes that are this bold, and I will tell you what these are in the description box below, but you will see me apply them. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. This channel is for aging women, although women of all ages are welcome. And I have so many of you who are nowhere close to my age. You're still what I consider babies, and yet you feel comfortable in coming to this channel so that you really and truly don't have to fear aging. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. My philosophy is just that I want to be the very best that I can be on any given day for whatever age I am. I've said this many times before, and for those of you who are new, I have had no cosmetic surgery done, no fillers. What you see is what you get, with the addition of some great lighting here in this room. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, but I also love having you as just a viewer. Don't forget to leave comments about what you think. Do you do a 2 shadow look, or do you do a 3 shadow look, or do you do the cut creases? I'd be interested to know. For me, this is very natural. It's the way I look pretty much every single day, maybe just changing the colors of my eyeshadows, and probably not wearing the heavy lashes. Okay, I have everything on my face except for lips and eyes and under eye, which will be a part of what I'm going to be doing. I always either use foundation on my eyelids or an eyelid primer, and today I do have my foundation on my lids. I'm lining underneath my upper lashes, trying to work the pencil right in between all of my lashes. That gives the illusion, I think, of having longer and thicker lashes. And you see that I cleaned my brush, and I always clean my brush before I start, just in case. I'm actually putting a very light wash of color, an off-white, all over my lid, from just under my brow to my lashes. Not heavy, just really light. It's going to give that darker color something to blend in. And it makes the darker color go on better. You can see I'm cleaning my brush again, same brush, and I'm going into my darker color. And I literally just pat the color on. I don't want to do that windshield wiper motion. I think that really pulls and tugs on my eyelid. And I certainly don't need anything that's going to stretch that skin any more than it already is. And depending on the shadow, I may have to do more than one layer. Going back in and adding a little bit more up under and just barely on top of my brow bone, cleaning my brush if I feel like I have too much shadow on it. And then I blend. I do an awful lot of blending those edges. You may not want to go up this far on your brow bone. This is, again, just something I've always done. It's what works for me. Some of you may not want to do that. You may want to end that darker color right at your crease or going into your crease. I think that's a personal preference. But I do everything I can to make the eyes match. One of my eyes is larger than the other one. One droops more than the other one. So I do try to get my eyes just as even as I can using my shadow. And that's one of the reasons why I do go up onto my brow bone, is to try to get some symmetry there. And you'll see as I go on with this video, I come back and work the eyeshadow, adding a little, blending a little. I try to get the eye a little bit darker in the outer corner and up on my brow bone there. I feel like that lifts my eye a little bit better or a little bit higher. I'm taking my light color again and just going under my brow bone. And again, blending. I'm using that light color to blend out the dark color. And you don't have to use the colors, obviously, that I'm using. I switch colors up all the time. I love the plums, the wine colors, and I love grays. Here I'm taking my pencil and doing just a very fine line over my eyelashes, as close to my eyelashes as I can get. Again, it gives the illusion of having much longer lashes. My mascara, I think you've all probably heard me talk about bending my mascara wand. I've been doing that for about 50 years. And all that time I've only had 2 break. But it really does make putting mascara on so much easier. I feel like I have a lot more control. And there we go. And now for the lashes. I don't wear lashes every day, but when I do, I use just the thinnest bead of glue, and I use this handy little fan that I've talked about before. I think this is one of my tricks and keys to success in false eyelashes, is that I can use that little fan to dry them, and then all I have to do is just place them right down over my lashes. And they go on pretty easy. And I don't wear lashes every day, so it's not like I've had an awful lot of practice. But I find when I get that glue almost dry, then it makes the whole process so much easier. And then even after I have the lash on, I dry it for just a few seconds with the little fan. And I'll have this fan listed below this video if you think you might be interested in it. If I remember correctly, it's only about $10. It's very inexpensive. You charge it via a USB cord port. You can see how easy that lash goes on, and I think it's because the glue is almost dry. It's almost to the clear stage when I do put the lash on my eye. And then I manipulate them a bit if I need to, and dry them. And that's it. You can see I'm going back in, doing some touching up. And that's it. Let's do some concealer to see what we can do about these trenches under my eyes. I'm doing the V shape, but I'm not going down really on my cheekbone. I'm just going in the trench. And although I'm going to be putting concealer up under my eye, the majority of it is going in the trench itself. I use the patting motion so that I don't swipe it all off. And hopefully it's blending in, and then I'll do what's on the brush up on my forehead, maybe my nose. Just touching up my blush again. And I'm going to use a little powder just to set the under eye. And I get everything off of that brush I can get so that it's not so cakey underneath. And then just, any place I think I need a little powder, I'll use what's left. And then I go back in and line under my eyes. I've tried using shadow as an under eyeliner many times, and that just doesn't work for me. Does it work for you? Can you do that? I can get it on there and it looks just fine, and it's like an hour later it's gone. I've tried putting my primer there, but that just doesn't work for me. And now to my Old Faithful, my Rimmel pencil in Cafe au Lait, and again this will be listed down below. Lining my lips. I'm missing part of my lip on one side, and my mouth droops on one side, so it's important for me to line my lips and try to get them as even and as symmetrical as possible in a shape that works for me. And then my Milani Pink Frost lipstick. I am almost out of this one. I'm down to the nub, but guess what? I have 2 or 3 more in various purses. And I'm using this little primer, and I'll list it below. And it's a little blurring cream too, and I'm just putting it where I think, hopefully, I can get a little bit of blurring action going on, just to soften everything just a little bit. I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, I sure hope you will. Join the Rockstar family. And if you haven't clicked the little bell, also click on that. That way you'll be notified every single time I post a video. I've had a couple of people recently ask me where I've been, or haven't seen you in a long time. And then we realized that they were not being notified when I had a video pop up. So make sure you hit that bell notification so that YouTube will let you know every time I post a new video. So again, thanks so much for watching. Know that I love you. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. And just go out and be kind today. Be kind. Kindness is free. We need to sprinkle that kindness everywhere we go. So be kind. Again, I love you, and I'll see you soon.